And you thought you collected a lot of stuff. The man you're about to meet started out with just a few pedal cars and it escalated really quickly into a full-blown obsession. Mike Cannon joins us in studio this morning to talk about how he got into all of this. Good morning to you, Mike. It's always great to see you.
Marcus, it's great to see you too. Good to see you again. I know you were at my house about a year and a half or so ago.
Yeah. It was so much fun getting to go into your man cave of sorts. I mean, it has so many awesome things in it, which is really cool. This is like a blast to the past for a lot of people. First of all, tell us how you got into this. What started as a small, kind of like I'm going to get one or two, turned into kind of an obsession.
Got out of control. Ask my wife if you don't believe that. This is the Kitty Car Classic, and it, as you can see, it matches up with the pedal plane back here. But this is how I started collecting these originally. Was Hallmark had these little in their shops. I started collecting those toys, and I said it would really be neat to have the pedal car that it's designed after. So that's when I started buying the pedal cars, and 150 of them later, here we are.
So you wanted to match them up, and then and then that search of matching it up, and now you're looking at some of the video of how crazy it got. So now every inch of your man cave there is stuffed with not only these pedal cars, but also toy cars and things like that.
That is absolutely correct, yeah. And I did a presentation last week at the Anderson County Museum, and we'll be doing another one sometime in the fall. But just had a few of my pedal cars there, and I dressed up for the occasion today, as you can see. And I want to make a presentation to you now. This is our T-shirt from the pedal car show that I'm going to give to Jamarcus so he can sport this. And you can see it's the fashion color white that we have here.
And you know I'll wear it with pride for sure.
Right.
Thank you so much, Mike. I do appreciate that. What is it about these pedal cars you think that draws you to it? Obviously there's a lot of history with it, and there's a little bit of a personal story in it for you as well.
That's correct. I guess the car, I know when you were there a year and a half ago, you said what toy would be your personal one. And it's a 57 Ford Fairlane pedal car. It's the only one I've ever seen. And I had it restored in the same color as my dad's car. My dad died in 1966. And the car that he had when he died was a 57 Ford. So I had this one painted exactly the same color. And the license plate on it reads SC1905, and his name was Sam Cannon, and he was born in 1905. So that's a really cool
Which is a really cool story. I remember hearing that story, and I mean, like, that's really great. And it's really cool that you're sharing these with the Upstate too, because obviously not everyone is invited to come to your house. So you're really bringing some of them to the museum and things like that. So we'll have to keep our eye on the Anderson County Museum to see when you're going to be there talking and sharing these cars as well. But I imagine you have a lot of people come up to you being like, "Oh man, I remember that." So
that's exactly the expression. When we brought these into the green room today, the people that saw them said, "Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I had a pedal car when I was a kid." And everyone who comes and sees the collection says the same thing. And you touched on it a few minutes ago, what makes it so interesting. And that's what makes it interesting. The folks that see these say, "I remember those. I wish I had mine back."
Yes.
And I might have yours now.
I may go ahead and take that. Well, in an estimation, how many would you say that you have altogether, like pedal cars?
Pedal cars and pedal tractors, I would say around 150.
Wow, that's crazy. And then toy cars?
Oh, there's no telling. Pressed steel trucks. I'll be doing a show later on some pressed steel trucks that are made by Smith Miller, which, believe it or not, are still made here in the United States in California.
Which is awesome. Mike Cannon, thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us. And we'll keep your eye on the Anderson County Museum. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamal.